will miss you so. So long, farewell, it's time for us to part. We hate to go, we'll miss you all our heart. So long, farewell, goodbye from me to you. Give life your best and it will see you through. So long, farewell, I'll be to saying goodbye. The sun has gone to bed and so must I. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
The salutatorian of the class of 1987, Laura Daniela Nastasia.
Speaking for the class of 1987, I would like to greet our magnanimous school committee. Also, I would like to greet our administrators, Dr. Gerald Cohn, Superintendent of Schools, and Dr. Robert Walsh, Principal of Triton Regional School. I would also like to greet our dedicated teachers and staff, and you, our loyal relatives and friends. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Those subjects are said to be the 3 R's that form the basic structure of learning. However, students form their moral values and develop their individuality during the years of high school. It can be said then that high school plays an important role not only in the academic and social development of the student, but also the moral development as well. The school system instills many values in a student that he will carry throughout life. Attempting to implant moral values in anyone these days is difficult because of the increased problems in today's society, such as violence, crime, disease, and drugs. However, Triton Regional High School, like all other secondary schools, has a major responsibility to prepare its students against these evils of society, while at the same time perform its primary function, the academic education of its youth. Today, speaking for the class of 1987, I would like to highlight the role of the school in preparing students for the future. Academically, school should be a place for students to learn to the best of their ability. Quality of instruction implies good, effective teachers who care about students and take their job seriously. Although there are many academic goals a school can impart, the one goal that I would like to emphasize to help prepare students for the future is the development of critical thinking skills. These skills are essential to help students face the problems of adult life. On the global level, we students are fortunate to be attending a school in a country that encourages freedom of thought and expression. Although research findings indicate that students in other areas of the world do more learning than in America, such educations may be based upon strict memorization. The result of this, of course, is a generation of robots crammed with factual information, yet lacking essential qualities such as creativity and independent thought. Here at Triton, different ideas and the ability to think are encouraged in the classroom. Teachers ask questions which allow students to express their own opinions. For some questions, a teacher may not expect just one answer. In any case, students are provided an opportunity to present diverse views, attitudes, and thoughts. The role of the school, therefore, is to aid students in improving comprehension and critical analysis. If a student can grasp concepts and become imaginative, he is all the more prepared to face the challenges of life. The second significant role of the school is to help the student develop socially. Triton provides its students with a diversity of clubs and sports. The best times of high school usually occur during these activities. We remember the athletic events where we yelled ourselves hoarse, encouraging friends to excel. We form close friendships in and out of the classroom that in many cases last a lifetime. As students participate with one another in activities and in sports, they develop a sense of healthy competition. This rivalry builds character and helps students develop their own individuality. Different values, attitudes, styles, and abilities comprise the student body and help to make it a rich and varied school experience. The third significant role of the school is the moral development of the student. One of the most significant qualities that a teacher can impart to his students in order to develop moral values is the quality of accountability. How a teacher conducts a class becomes very important in the eyes of a student. A teacher who is intelligent, enthusiastic, well-prepared in subject matter, and professionally accountable serves to instill certain values that a student has for his own work. An enthusiastic and active instructor places incentive in a student to work hard on an assignment. For example, in a classroom where there are no assignments, or if a teacher does not account for assignments, students will lose interest, become lax, or even skip the class. On the other hand, when work is accounted for, a student develops a certain responsibility to pass in his assignments complete, on time, and with much effort. If a teacher values a student's work, the student will then value his own work. Additionally, a good teacher should present the attitude that a student is accountable for his own success or failure in school. This helps the student to accept the responsibility of his own life. After the student learns to be responsible, he develops a commitment to be honest in his schoolwork. These values that a student has for his work are primarily learned from the teacher in the classroom. In essence, the teacher becomes a moral role model for the students to look up to. Finally, I would like to conclude by using a quote from William Bennett, the Secretary of Education, who said, "The goal of education should be to make students not only smart, but good." In preparing students for the future, I believe that Triton Regional High School has taught its lessons well. On behalf of the graduating class of 1987, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for helping us to successfully greet the future.
Show the way above the clouds, beyond the sea. And now is the time. And now and farewell. And as we part, you taught me well. You gave me strength. You showed the way. I'll not forget you. Like an eagle, I will soar above the clouds. I will spread my wings and fly into the sun. Like an eagle, I will race above the stars. I will fly to places yet unseen. Go beyond my wildest dreams. Know that you are watching over me. And all alone, I follow the stars above as my guide. As my guide, I trust in you to show the way to me beyond the sea. And now is the time. And now and farewell. And as we part, you taught me well. You gave me strength. You showed the way. I'll not forget you. Like mountain.
Fly.
I'm gonna fly above the clouds.
Fly.
I'm gonna fly the highest mountain.
Fly.
I'm gonna fly above the clouds.
Like an eagle, I will fly.
The valedictorian of the class of 1987, Lynn Marie Haddad.
As I speak to you today, I would like to highlight the major stages that the class of 1987 has experienced on their journey from adolescence to maturity. The first stage I would like to focus on is separation. As young children, the significant people in our lives were most definitely our parents and guardians. We learned proper behavior and manners from them as they molded us and instilled in us their own morals and values. However, from the first day we set foot onto the school bus, we began to experience a separation from the controlled, secure, and safe environment of the family. This separation from childhood to the social, academic, and athletic world of education was the first step in our development as mature human beings. Throughout elementary school, junior high, and high school, we as students were exposed to a wide range of adults and peers who represented diverse family backgrounds, situations, and experiences. Each one of these people has affected our thoughts and values and helped us develop as separate human beings. As always, administrators, teachers, coaches, and counselors have provided models of mature adult behavior throughout our years at Triton Regional School. Our friends and peers, each with unique personality traits, have also been a major influence in our lives. As opposites may often attract, we may have been drawn to the excitement and intrigue of those friends unlike ourselves. In developing friendships with these students, we may have adopted some of their morals and values while separating from our own. On the other hand, some students may have been afraid of the unknown, those peers totally unlike themselves in manner, upbringing, and behavior. These students may have clung to friends with similar backgrounds and behavior as themselves. Nonetheless, as we grew with our peers, we gradually developed our own distinct personalities, attitudes, and beliefs. Triton Regional School thus provided an environment for all of us to experience differences in values, morals, and attitudes. We were given the freedom to grow and develop as separate human beings. Throughout our years at school, we gradually became more independent and willing to show our unique selves. Triton Regional School helped us to achieve our first important stage of development on the long journey from adolescence to maturity. Occurring simultaneously with the separation is the second part of the formula, initiation. Initiation into the world of education. Initiation is a physical and mental ordeal that decisively changes and transforms an individual. To come this far, we, the class of 1987, have experienced many mental and physical ordeals. The rigorous mental ordeals that we have had to endure revolve around burning the midnight oil, that is studying for quizzes, tests, and exams, writing research papers, or working on tedious homework assignments. Those who are involved in extracurricular activities have felt the intense physical strain of numerous practices, games, matches, meets, and competitions. We have had to learn to budget our time wisely between schoolwork, athletics, band, as well as employment. We have experienced the successes and failures or wins and losses of officer elections, sporting events, and other competitions,
At times, many students have felt depressed because they did not perform to their level of expectation in certain events, or because they may have lost a grueling tournament game. We have dealt with the pressures of college application deadlines, scholarship deadlines, and the apprehension of college admission. Other students contemplating immediate employment upon graduation or the service of the United States of America have had to face similar pressures and stresses. Involved in all of these ordeals were teachers, coaches, counselors, family, and friends. Teachers have volunteered extra time after school to provide necessary help, while coaches have encouraged us and given us the desire to push for success. Our counselors have aided us in filling out applications and in contacting colleges or places of business for future employment for graduates. All along, our families and friends have dealt with our mood swings, supported us in these never-ending trials, and helped us overcome the many obstacles. The final stage that I will discuss today is return. After graduation today, we will be returning to our families and society, but we will be returning as changed people, decisively altered through the process of education. The numerous and diverse expectations from teachers and coaches have helped us to grow and mature, thus preparing us for the world outside of Triton Regional High School. Although at times we may have felt the workload to be unfair, it only made us stronger intellectually and emotionally. Today, we are returning to our families and society as more mature individuals than those students who stepped onto the bus many years ago. We will be able to handle the many ups and downs, the joys and sorrows, the successes and failures that the rest of our lives will have to offer. Thus, the final stage of our journey from adolescence to adulthood will have been completed. These stages of separation, initiation, and return can be scaled down to a smaller level and related to this one single day of graduation. First of all, this senior class has been separated or set apart from the rest of the high school students. Secondly, we have been initiated or transformed mentally by the spirit and emotions of this special day. And physically, we have been changed by our ceremonial caps and gowns. In a few moments, when we receive our diplomas, we will experience the third stage of the passage, which is return. We will be returning to you, our parents, guardians, and society, as changed individuals, as proud students who have been graduated from Triton Regional High School. Now, on behalf of the class of 1987, I'd like to say thank you to the families, friends, teachers, administration, counselors, advisors, coaches, and office personnel who have played such a significant and meaningful role in our journey from adolescence to maturity. Finally, we, the class of 1987, bid farewell to Triton Regional School.
On behalf of the class of 1987, I would like to present Triton's principal, Dr. Walsh, with a class gift. The granite marker set at the front entrance with our school name etched on its face should long stand as a reminder of the many contributions of the class of 1987. Thank you.
I am pleased to accept the gift of the class of 1987 on behalf of the Triton community. As Tim has said, the sign greeting all who enter our school will keep forever in our minds the class of 1987. As the principal of Triton Regional High School, by the authority granted me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Triton Regional School Committee, I now call upon Mrs. Louise Healy, the chairperson of the Triton School Committee, to award diplomas to the graduates of the class of 1987. She will be assisted in the distribution of diplomas by Dr. Cohn, Mr. David Riley, the assistant principal of Triton Senior High School, and senior class advisors, Mrs. Pamela Smith, Mrs. Marie Cudum, and Mrs. Nancy Pierce. Mrs. Healy.
I am delighted to share this day with you. This is your day. We are all happy for you. It has been your week filled with wonderful and exciting things to do. I was thinking of you the other night when the Tooth Fairy came to my house. Do you remember the Tooth Fairy? She's a little angel-like creature who comes into the middle of the night and slips a little change, or these days, maybe $1, under the pillow and makes the little tooth disappear. Actually, my son is old enough to know the truth, but he still goes along with the game. Why not? He goes along for the financial reward, and I still want to do it because I enjoy a child's fantasy. It's difficult to let go. It's difficult to let children grow up. This is something your parents are going through right now. After this day, they know they have to give up just a little bit more. Your parents, your teachers, and all of us have helped bring you to this day, in this place in your life. They have sheltered, protected, fed, clothed, and educated you because you are our future. Today's problems are awesome. Toxic waste pollutes our world. Nuclear energy looms closely. AIDS poisons our people. Our leaders seem to have lost their sense of right and wrong. When Watergate becomes Iran-gate, Iran scam becomes exam scam, and television and newspapers bring us daily the bizarre spectacle of religious leaders trying to outdo each other, confessing the other's sins and weaknesses. Now these are your problems. Now it is your turn to try to turn things around and make your world, however high and wide that world may be, a better place for you and those you share it with. As you do, as you succeed and fail and succeed again, always remember that whatever you do, wherever you go, we love you and we are very, very proud of you. Now, will the class of 1987 please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Check.